Yo, what is up, guys? So, guys, another day so far. So, back on F122, as you can see, doing something a little bit different in today's video. It's not just of open lobbies in the background I normally do once a week or whatever I do every time I make these videos. I'm here to explain about the new season in ANL, for Season 4 in ANL, and then I'll explain about two divisions, the Canada, the lineup, and all that kind of stuff. So, explaining what is happening the past few weeks. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Canada. I did say that in the previous video, doing the Bahrain social race in the previous video, so you can check it out anytime you want. It's still there if you want to watch it. So the Canada, I said the first race is at Bahrain, and the last race is at Abu Dhabi for the season finale around June time. So that's the two I know. And also in the middle of the season, I don't know. I explain it what's going to happen after in the middle and see what happens. So yeah, so the first race is at Bahrain. That'll be 2 days time, and then the second race is at Imola a week after that. And then race 3 is at Spain, at Catalonia, for race 3. A week after that, after Imola. Imola's round 2. Catalonia at Spain is round 3. Bahrain's the first race of the season. That's at round 1, like we did at the social race on Thursday. These races will take place on the Thursday, and I'll record them on the Thursday and I'll upload it on the Friday just to see on my point of view every Friday. Well, the kind of best I can do really on that day. So, and then I'll see what happens. Moving on to the Canada, we've got Baku at the Baku City Circuit for race 4 of the season. A week after that, after Spain, and then you got a week break after that, and then 2 weeks later, after the week break. 2 weeks before, after Baku, you got France for race 5 at Circuit Paul Ricard. Well, it's not going to be on the Canada next season, and of course the game as well. It could be in the patch, or the DLC track updates thing could be in the patch on next year's game. So because it's still in the files, so maybe they might add in France on F123. So like China and Portimao, like on this year's game, so like that. So yeah, so by the time I get to France for race 5, we've got our first sprint race of the season. So there's 2 sprint races, one at France and one at Belgium at Spa. So we get into Spa later on, in the middle of the season. And then after France, after the sprint race weekend, around 5, the next race, around 6, is at Silverstone, my home race at Great Britain. So looking forward to Silverstone after France, so I'll be looking forward to that. By the time we get to round 6. Then you got Netherlands at Zandvoort at round 7 after Silverstone for round 7 of the season. And then after that you got Hungary, round 8 of the season for another week break, a 2-week gap before Spa, round 9 at Belgium, another sprint race at Belgium. So 2 sprint races for this one, and then that's for round 9 at Belgium, at Spa, I meant to say. By the time we get to round 10 of the season, we're heading to Singapore, Melton Bay Street Circuit, another street circuit similar to Baku, so for round 10. So Singapore could be an interesting one, and hopefully I hope I can survive from there. And then after that, for round 11 is Mexico. For this one, Mexico is round 11. That's going to be interesting on round 11. And then round 12 is going to be USA at the Circuit of Americas for round 12. So That's going to be interesting. And then also, last race of the season, Abu Dhabi, season finale, Abu Dhabi, at the Aslamania circuit. So, that is the full Canada for season 4. 13 races. Yeah, Canada looks interesting. Looking forward to it, and hopefully it goes well on some of these tracks I do and all that. So yeah, so that is the Canada. So yeah, so the team I chose for this one, there was like 2 choices or 5 choices, I think it was. I could have gone for the Ferrari. I could have gone for the Alfa Romeo, and I could have gone for the IP. Or the other one is the Haas. And there's another seat available, it's like Aston Martin or something. But I decided not to go for the Aston one, because it's not because of the nudity or the car and all that. It's just, I just found it a bit weird a little bit. I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I just found it a bit weird driving it. So I don't know why. Don't ask. But it's okay. But I'm not gonna go for the Aston Martin anyway, so that's fine. So that's the team I wouldn't chose anyway. So yeah, so I decided to go for the Haas as a team, so that's the team I chose, because, I don't know, I mean, I always drive the Haas every time I do a social race. You might have seen that on, around Spa. Imola was about summertime when the game came out, and also, last week's vid note, yesterday, previously vid note, I'd say, at Bahrain. So yeah, so, I could have gone for the Ferrari. That would have been, that was my second choice, but I don't know how it's going to work, but I decided to go for the Haas anyway, so I thought, why not? So, and also, yeah, it's not because it's not because I'm American. It's because I just chose it. So yeah, so that's the team I chose for season 4, and also my teammate is, well, it's a very interesting one, and also I was happy with it, with who my teammate is, because he's in Division. This is Division 2. I'm in, by the way, so not Division 1. So got something. The 9-up is on. The 9-up is really good because the Red Bull teams, the Red Bull are very strong because you got Split 99. You got ANP6, who ANL's kind of the idea thing for an ANL as a lead thing. So yeah, he's kind of the thing, and I'm the most proper in the group. Though everyone's looking forward to seeing how I'm doing in my first ever season in season 4. I could have done it since season 1 at the beginning of the ANL, but I had like karting at the time, so I couldn't do it on the same day. I mean, I would have done since season 1 on last year's game on 2021 when the game came out at the time, but I would love to do season 1 all the way up to now, but I just had karting on that day, so I couldn't do both at the time. I was reversed for 3 seasons. I think season 2 I did do a race at Silverstone as a reverse driver because of course I was free on that. I was free available that day, and also when I did the sprint race in the wet, like similar to Baku in the background, I did actually really well to make it through the field. I went from like second last up to about P3 or something in a race, so I eventually finished P3 in the sprint race. So that was a good way, that was the best way on the debut. So in the wet, so that was impressive. And then in the race it was okay at the start. Then I got tangled by Thomas. He was in McLaren, I was in the Haas at turn 15 at Stone Corner. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but I mean, it was a long story. That was about a year ago or something when that happened. So that happens in the past. So that accident happens. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but it happens all the time. I managed to get to P10 though. I managed to get in the points though, so that's not the best way. That's a good way for your debut though. So the sprint race was really good. The race I could have got top 5 or something, but I was kind of okay with my debut. So and I was like, okay, I might be okay with it. So yeah, so that was that. Moving on to the lineup. We've got we got Season 1 champion, Man, first ever ANL Season 1 champion. He's in the Williams. And his teammate, who won it in Season 2 a year ago, is called Star 98. My apologies, I get the name right. Those two are Season 1 and Season 2 champion from Season 1 and 2. So in the Williams, that's kind of an interesting team there. And then you also got last year's champion in there as well, in Season 3, Nazibut Tan and M, in the IP this time. So changing teams for him. He was in the Aston Martin last season, but he's in the IP this time, so a little bit interesting there. And then you got like Thomas, I just said, he's in Mercedes. And you got Ranger as a teammate in Mercedes. You also got Full Air and also Lex 992 in the Ferrari. They're a team as they're in the Ferrari as a team. So her, by the way, so she's a she. So my apologies, getting it wrong. So I'm sorry for that. And then we got those two know each other very well in the McLaren. So that's fair enough. I think those two know each other. So you might not know them, but they're in ANL, so kind of average drivers. But I mean, I respect that. So my apologies. And then you got UK Demon 10, who's in the IP. That's defending champion teammate, I meant to say, my apologies. They're working together in the IP. Then you got Dao and 86PL in the Alfa Romeo. Those two do well each other in the Alfa Romeo. They don't mind, but I hope they'll have a good season and all that. And then we got ACID Master and the other person, a little bit different. Sorry for the name. Can't think that is. They're in the AlphaTauri. So I do know one person in the AlphaTauri. He's similar to my pace, but I knew him since 2020. So when the game at the time, he's not a bad driver. So he could be an interesting one. And then Aston Martin, you got Motion God 20 and sorry, I keep getting the name wrong. I'm not good with words, so I do apologize for that. They're in the Aston Martin, the team I didn't choose, the one I didn't choose. So those two are together in the Aston Martin. Hope they'll do well this season. And last of all, Haas. You got me. I'm in the Haas. Kind of the #1 driver for the Haas, because as my teammate, one said I'm really happy about is I got Henzo as my teammate. So I was quite happy when I saw that, and I was like, yep, that's definitely a right decision. So I wasn't sure. I thought if he wasn't happy for the Haas, he would have gone for the Ferrari or the other team or something, like Alfa Romeo or something. But he doesn't mind the Haas, so I'm okay with it. So he doesn't mind what team to go for. So I was quite pleased with it. So yeah, so at least he's okay with it. So I hope me and Henzo, we are teammates in the Haas for Season 4. So yeah, so I'm going to do everything I can to do well in Season 4. I'll do the best I can for the team, and hopefully Henzo will do well as well. So I hope so, because I know him since 2020, so same as Man and Walcott. Well, Walcott is a reverse driver. You got some reverse drivers in there, so you got Martin as a reverse driver. You got some others as well. Not going to say anything that much, so because it'll takes forever. I mean, I understand them, but there's reverse, so just how they feel. So yeah, so that's the lineup for Season 4 in Division 2, by the way, not Division 1 for this one. So yeah, so that's the lineup, the Canada, that's sorted. So yeah, that's what I have to say about it. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to Season 4. So yeah, so I am ready for Thursday, and I'm ready for the new season. I'm ready for the first race, and also I'm ready for some action for this Thursday. can't wait for it. I've been waiting for this since Season 1, because I haven't done it for the first 3 seasons. Well, I could have done since the beginning of ANL, since Season 1 on 2021. I said that earlier I had karting-wise, but I'm not that at my local, not that far away from my house. Kind of a bit awkward at which house I'm in, but I'm not going to say that much, but I'm kind of helping at the moment around these times. So yeah, kind of not that far away from my house, from my place, so it's not too bad. Just taking my time there, and then I'll go back when I feel like it. Maybe around March time, I don't know, when it's a week break or something. That might be a good place to do it. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, and Canada I don't mind till we get to season finale. I need to think about it. Time to get to Abu Dhabi to think what to do on that day. And then the 9-up looks what a 9-up is going to be. It looks on. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say fire, but it looks really good as a 9-up. So looking to see what the 9-up looks like in Division 2. It looks really good. So I was actually looking forward to it and all that. Yeah, the Canada's alright. 9-up looks good, and I'm ready for Thursday for the new season. And I've been waiting for this since Season 1, since the beginning of ANL. So yeah, so I just hope me and Hensel will do really well as a team, and we will do well as a team, because we'll be like McLaren's back in the day, like 2019 almost, like Fernando. We're kind of similar to that, but not in real life, but in the game. So a bit similar to that. So I'm looking forward to it. Hoping he will do well. I just hope Hensel will do well, and I hope he gets like top 10 or something for him. That would be fantastic for the team. I mean, that's his, well, not his target, but I hope he gets top 10. That would be fantastic for him. For me, I'll try and do the best I can and do everything I can and to do well. I might make mistakes along the way, like braking too late, gone a little bit wide, turning a little bit too early, and also lose a little bit of time on something. But it happens all. Something like that. Yeah. It might be ups and downs along the way, but I'll be okay with it, so not too bad. So yeah, so that's what I have to say about the new season. So I am ready for the new season, and I'll do everything I can. I'll try and do the best I can for me. Well, I know I said it a few times, but apologies, I have to say. So this is a different vid note for today, for this one. So yeah, so I'm going to end it right now. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like the vid note. Subscribe to the channel if you're new for more F1 22. I'll make sure I'll make more videos on that. More open lobbies or whatever in the background, what I just did today. Yeah, make sure notifications as well so you don't miss the next vid. So I hope you guys have a nice day, enjoy your day, have a nice week as well from me today from CcSpeedUk, and see you later.